Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Touch pass on the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Davis looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams
got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he got loose, it was all over. On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. They're testing the right side here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Defensive coordinators always swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you can tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Davis will throw. He makes the grab, and that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down coming up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ackerman. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Davis looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back. It's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First down for the offense. Give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will audible. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, on this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Scanning the field, it's Slater. Pressure coming. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got...
And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Took it all the way back inside the 15-yard line on the return. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis will throw. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I tell you, the fullback, he's just not a guy that you're going to tackle the catch, right? You got to bring this guy down on the ground. He can make people miss. He's got a little bit of speed. He showed it right there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires the pass, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7th.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on 2nd and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Miami. Paging George D. Verdell. Paging George D. Verdell.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And I tell you what, this is part of the field. Once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Stopped after making the catch. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback is going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Slater. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wide open downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, King. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to
Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Punk. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Davis will throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pena. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The snap sets up the throw. Skips away from pressure. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami, 33. Georgia Tech, 14.
The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point is good. Finds his rhythm after shanking a couple. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
17-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. They're trying to get to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. That Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Keeps the legs moving. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical in the point of attack.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught in inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Davis will throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
That makes the score. Miami 47, Georgia Tech 21.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Handoff to the single back. Running with power. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's exactly the start you want in run offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And I don't think they got a snap before the play clock ran out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Slater. Looking for a deep man. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They believe they can run right here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. When we get to the offseason and they